Remember, when we edit, we're just trying to make the grammar really strong. And this gives us a professional, polished look. So this time when you read through, you're going to check for capitalization, grammar, spelling, punctuation, and then indenting is probably a new skill. We've talked about it a little bit, but it's especially apparent when you start typing. So thanks to autocorrect, if you type and, it's going to tell you it's wrong. So here I have the word black lights. I'm going to write, I forgot to write the A, right? Watch what happens when I get away from here. No, come on. I want it. Doesn't tell me I've spelled it wrong. I have spelled this wrong. Yay! Okay, so now that I have this glorious little red wiggle, I can see, oh, that's not how I meant to spell it. And then I know in Google Docs, I can click on it. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Click on that. This, oh, that's not what I meant to say. So you can't always, rely on that. But wrongy, yeah. So that's a nice little trick that sometimes helps. And if not, if, it's such a tricky word that you can't hardly figure it out, you can try asking your parent, like, hey, sorry, I've tried other things. Can you help me with this one specific word? So capitalization, grammar, you're going to have to do on your own. Usually typing it will automatically capitalize the beginning of a sentence for you, but just double check to make sure that's happening. And then also, depending on your topic, you might have like a proper noun. So just be careful about that capitalization. Spelling's taken care of. Punctuation, just be reading through it. Anywhere you hear like a big breath, be looking to see if there should be a comma there, that kind of thing. And then indenting. All right. This is an indent, those 5 little spaces right there. So if I had not done this already, my paper would look like this. And you can see that after a while, it's really kind of runs together and it looks like a big block of text, which is kind of hard and exhausting to look at. So I hit tab, or let's say you don't have tab, I'm going to hit the space bar 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not perfect because I'll show you a comparison. Whoa, get out of there. This is a tab. When I've hit tab, see how far it comes? And this is 5 spaces. See how it's not like fully the right amount? So tab is better. The other thing you can do, remember, is these triangles. You can slide that right up to that first dash, and that is the same effect. Whoa! Except that you've got to move this back and just move the blue rectangle. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Just the little blue rectangle. Okay, that's indenting. And then if you've already typed this, you probably have done this step. But when you go to type it up, just make sure this part's done for me. I want your name and a title at the top of your paper. So my example, I have my name, but this is lame. I need a better title. Rough draft of research paper, we can do better than that. So I'm going to type it, The Amazing Atlantic Puffin. It's not the best title, but I am fine with that. It tells me a preview that we're talking about puffins and that I think they're great. Okay? I have my title and my name, Times New Roman font. So just a quick example of let's say half of mine was in a different font. See how weird that looks? Or part of it is, just looking crazy. Let's just have some fun here. What do I do? That looks a little weird, Mrs. Cook. Why don't you just highlight everything? And then come back and make a Times New Roman. The other thing it needs to be is size 12. If my paper is size 8, that's too small. If it's size 96, that's too big. So I would like it to be size 12. That's like the standard size. You're going to be writing papers your whole life, kiddos. And size 12 Times New Roman font is the way. Now, the biggest thing I think I saw so far in your rough drafts is double spacing. There's different ways to write a paper, but most professional products that you'll hand into your teachers as you move on in school will be double spaced. And so I'll kind of show you real quick what that difference looks like. Right now it's already double spaced, but that's not what it starts out as. When you start out with writing, it would look like this. Oh gosh, that looks like a short paper, right? But because teachers like to write comments in the margin or notes and things like that, we ask you to double space it. And so you come up here, I know this is how you do it on Google Docs, to line spacing, and then you're going to hit double. And again, if you're not using Google Docs, if you're using Microsoft Word or iPages or something else, it might be in a slightly different location, but most of the icons look a little similar, and just play around with it. Or if you're having trouble, your parent can show you how to make it double spaced, but that would help me a whole lot. All right, the final step you'll do, if you haven't already, you're going to type up your whole paper with those revisions and edits. And then, of course, you're going to have your references, your bibliography. So bibliography. And then you're going to have your entry, and it'll look something like last name, first name, website URL, blah, 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 blah. So I'll just make that really ridiculous looking. And then remember, you want to make sure that that is indented so that it's really easy to see your entry and everything, and that it's alphabetical. So this one comes before the one that starts with Z, zest name, right? So you just add your bibliography from Wednesday back in here now. All right, that is everything you need to edit your research papers. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the Google Doc comments for me, and have fun writing those final drafts of your research paper. Bye, guys.